Hey everybody, welcome back. We're on pay to win, right? Put me on the pay to win. I don't know, I was in my head, I got sidetracked because I was like trying to think of a joke that was like, I want to smoke the stuff that made free play. It didn't work. And then I tried, I want to smoke the stuff that made pay win, or that made win pay. It just didn't. I hit like a snag in the gears there. I apologize. One thing that is not snagged, though, is immediately one of the best shops you could ever ask for. Let's be a sour beaver. Now, the thing is, I think this is a great round one shop. The pièce de résistance would be, we lose this one. That's okay. If we get some ladybugs, 2 ants, you know what? I'll treat that as a ladybug in waiting, okay? I like this. We made good use of the apple. Our fish is gonna come out with 1 extra HP as a result of who received the apple. I don't mind. I think we had superior ant luck. And we draw. Okay. Maybe I overrated our team, but I actually just think we went up against some above average teams as well. So, don't combine me. I believe you buy, freeze a dromedary, wait for a pill. Well, you knew we were going to get at least one. So you hit me with one of those. It didn't hit the... Pardon me, it didn't hit the ant, which is beautiful. How about we take a dromedary, place it at the back. Not necessarily anti-bee. I'm just trying to figure out the most seamless way to progress here. So we're not crushing it on stats right now. And it's a strong unit right there. However, we lose. I thought we were going to draw until I looked at it for a second. Now, I hate that there's a ladybug in here. I think it's just a little bit too late for the ladybug. I wanted one earlier, but that was earlier. Things were different then. We need to win a round. I'd love to stay on 7 HP. So what if we fed you like 2 times in order to create a stronger mosquito? You know what? Actually, for now, let's send out our 3-5. It's just, I don't have that kind of money. What was I thinking? What the heck was I thinking, man? I might be in trouble. I don't know about this one. Hold on. We're blessed to live through that and get a nice trade. Get him. Get him. Get him. Okay, we won a round. Which bizarrely makes that the right decision, because now we get the extra dromedary charge. But let's not think about that. We need to get some stuff off the books here. Why don't you take one? Why don't you take one? That's a pretty nice stat injection, honestly. Now, to be honest, it's kind of a tough choice, but I think I'd rather take the level up and maybe freeze a buffalo for next round. And now you look at that frozen buffalo and you say to yourself, first off, it's going to come out with a 1-1 buff anyways if we had purchased an animal. But then also, God, I hate an ox. Oh, never mind. I'm okay. On top of that, we got plenty of space on the squad for sellability right here. So I would totally, like, place you. On this team, straight up, I don't love a 5-6 fish. I don't love a 4-5 dromedary. I think I'd rather have a guaranteed extra 1-1 in stats that could also guarantee or generate a buff for the whole squad versus, like, getting 1-1 on everything in the shop for now. I don't think that's necessarily that good. Here's what I think you do here. I think you do a quick buy. It's not crazy efficient, but, you know, we spend 7 gold. We get... I think this is the right buffing, too. Yeah, I can live with this. We spend 7 gold. We get 8 stat points. I can live with that. We got 3 1-1s on our buffalo. That's not good. We got 3 1-1s on our buffalo and then 2 HP out of the tropical fish. All right, so you gotta get buy-sell potential, and we can't really look. I'm getting rid of the fish only because the tropical fish, like, I need some extra stats. I think either of them are kind of cursed, to be honest with you. And I thought about taking the deer as well. I think I would probably dump you in this situation, honestly, and like buy you, and then buy you. And make sure you got your squad outfitted, like, semi-properly here. And you know what? For the time being, give me 2 permanent 1-1s instead of one meat on it. Well, I guess meat on the mosquito might have been better because the mosquito, from an optic standpoint, it doesn't seem like it's really going anywhere. This one is really now a contest of can the buffalo, is it good enough to get us out of this situation? I think the answer genuinely might be yes. Now I'm going to sell you for the time being. We don't really have much else going on except for the buffalo, but that's okay. On 7, we could always do 3 buy sells. Or rather, 3 buys, 2 sells. I'd rather look for, like, a pill is important. If we don't get that on our options, which we didn't, then let's hedge our bets and try something like that. I was really trying to fish for that level 2 buffalo, which we obviously did not get. This is a poor setup for us in a variety of different ways. That rhino actually, it kind of soul read us. Okay. Well, we can definitely do this. We could definitely do this, and it's still a reasonable buff. It's really hard for me to not do this, and then I really just want to feed the buffalo. I'd rather just buy this. We do kind of want a caterpillar. As absurd as it might sound, and as late as it might seem, I feel like we still have to get 7 wins if we want to get to 10. That means, like, let's pretend we're going to get to 10. That means we have, like, a minimum of 10 rounds remaining. Okay, well, obviously we're just going to be dead instead. That did not go well. I chalk that up to something outside of my control, so I don't have to deal with the cognitive dissonance of A, thinking I'm good at this game. Let's be an innocent president. I know what you're going to say. There's no such thing. Anyway, moving on. We lose these. It's okay. There's not an incredible first shop. That was a free-to-play first shop in a pay-to-win world. Now, I like this well enough. You're going to get sold, for certain. Let's go ahead and try this. But keep you closer to the front. Yeah, I don't want to deal with the cognitive dissonance of thinking that we had a great early game. At least our early game setup was great. And then thinking that I'm also good at the game, and yet I only got 3 wins out of 10 with a squad that also included a buffalo. Like, that's a hard thing to reconcile, cognitively speaking, for myself. Now, I'm going to say sell me. We pretty much need a fish, because the B is going to mean that this fish sticks around. We're really looking for a pill on a reroll, and we got one. So we'll pill you, and then we have to buy 2 animals in order to field a full squad. I would say you can roll Flamingo Peacock up at the front. And we're really just trying to get something out of the Peacock this round and then pill it next round. It's just beavers. It's funny. It gets the people going. I'm not sure. I'm glad we got to put the joke on display at least. I'm just not sure long term it's got legs and or it knows how to use them, but that's okay. Now, here's a little secret with the Peacock. I don't think a 2-5 is a bad unit just to put out on stats alone. So let's try that. Let's give our Ladybug a little extra support as well. And we'll just combine them next turn. The Peacocks, that is. And we'll freeze a Ladybug. And yeah, I'm not really in love with this. But if we were able to get any kind of scalar, like even like what I might describe as an illegitimate scalar. Like if we could get a hatching chick or something like that, I wouldn't cry about it. Make our Peacock stronger, give it some garlic. All of a sudden, we're feeling okay. Look, I'll tell you, God is my witness. I feel like that's a scalar. Combine me. Now, if I do a sell, we go to 8. Buy, we go to 5. Sell. Okay, I'm going to try something a little goofy. Sell me. Buy me. Buy me. This is weird. But I really wanted the Owl's bonus because we didn't have a great amount of stats there to begin with. And then we get to finish with the tropical fish, which will also give us HP. I'm not really trying to overrate the tropical fish. It's just we haven't really gotten the smoothest lines on our shops so far. You know, you kind of gotta go to where the potential meat is on the bone. And I'm feeling like getting stats where we can get them is where the meat is right now. So we don't care about Scampy long term. We do like this reasonably well enough. I would really like to stay at 7 HP. So, you know what? For now, you take one of those. Also buffs our Ladybug. I'm looking for a little more, honestly. I'm looking for a little more. I'm not going to sell you yet, okay? Why don't you take garlic for now, and we can give you the melon next. And freeze you. I'm not totally sure about a caterpillar when... I know I made a video titled Caterpillars and Always Take. We don't really have an engine for it right now. Now, we might get a buffalo next turn and regret the error of our ways. But we also, after we get the buffalo, we might get a caterpillar the turn after that. You know, that's the thing. Things come back around in the shop. It's like, you know, when you're at a conveyor belt sushi restaurant and they throw out some toro... You might want to snap it up as soon as it goes by, but if you see like some teriyaki chicken rolls or something go by, yeah, give yourself some time to puzzle it out. Those are probably going to make a couple of trips around the sun. Now, we take our level. I would definitely say this is sellable, buyable. I also think it's time to, or sellable, pillable, I should say. I think it's time to get rid of our ladybug. I don't think it has the sauce anymore. So I think we'd be looking at something like this. For now, I'm going to give you this. This squad, I know you're going to look at it and be like, you've lost your mind. I'm telling you in all sincerity, it looks worse than it is. Scorpion's insane if it doesn't get sniped. Our melon beats their melon. Wait, they had another melon. Holy cow. We did it. This is a temporary squad as well. We got work to do, okay? Sorry, I just hit my keyboard. I'm trying to make sure I didn't turn off all of my audio settings. It's been known to happen. Now, run this. Round 8. I think you run a dolphin as like the ultimate sort of just in case right now. We're still looking for our late game superstar. And, you know, to be clear, we have not found it. Now, the only reason I think this can work is because we have so much HP. So I know you're probably sick of seeing the... Come on. Come on. I can't believe it. You had a level 1 mosquito and it sniped our scorpion. I guess I can't really be mad because we won, but I think we can do this. And I think we're going to have to make some tough choices. Like you can sell your hatching chick, which means you can probably start to think about selling your peacock or your fish, but honestly, like we're not really selling our peacock or our fish. We're selling melon armor or garlic, which are kind of scary to me. For now, I'm going to do that. Now, if I was... Let's look at this. 44215. I know we literally just bought a dolphin. If you add a poodle to the squad, we now have scaling for all units. And pairs are extremely valuable. You know what? We would probably look at selling a scorpion because we could just rebuy back in. Anything that's a pair is like a gimme here. So it's a... Oh, because the poodle's also a 5. That's good. I'm glad the scorpion didn't get the buff and the poodle got it instead. This squad, again, I have to reiterate, I think, the squad, I think, looks worse than it is. I know that you look at the stats, and the stats aren't that good, but remember, you know, we have scaling, and remember the Scorpion always trades up, or often trades up. And also recall, keep you around, that we have 7 wins and 7 life, which is like a really great setup. So I'm going to sell you for now. We really need to commit to scaling 1 unit as high as possible, and for now that's going to be our Buffalo, obviously. And then rebuy the Scorpion, now that we got the space for it, and... I don't think we needed to do all that now. No, because we needed a space for the owl. Okay. We could also sell the fish. There is that. Okay, the skunk is going to blow me out here. And the blowfish. That's okay, we weren't off by much. That gives us a chance to use our snail. I'm starting to feel a little bit smarter. Now, forget the rabbit, probably. Buy 6 gold. Sell rabbit... Okay, you know what? Let's give it a try. Buy me. Sell me. Rabbit. Feed me. Feed me. Now, perhaps against my better judgment, sell me. This uses our gold. I'm just not sure it's the most efficient way to do it. Give me another small buff, and then buy me. And then now that we don't have a scorpion, catch me... You're level 5? Okay, stay at the front then. Catch me using the cow as anti-scorpion protection. And we don't want to see a skunk. Ideally, no skunk. I see a lot of turkeys. That's an issue. It's a strong team. The turkey teams tend to be quite strong. There you go, with the tiger deer. Very clever. Imagine having golden poop and being like, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to run turkey. Anyway, why don't you give me a 2-2 scaling on everything? Why don't you sell them? I'm still committed. I'm pot committed here. I would love to see garlic for our buffalo. Or not garlic, but melon. I would be very into this idea for the time being. Why don't you serve as, well, we could have done this a little differently. But why don't you serve as anti-scorpion protection? That's very nice. Okay. I'm still confident, honestly. Like, why are you doing it so slow? The first one was whipping them out. Another turkey team. Okay. Well, it's a positive because at least that means if I lose, which is looking very likely, I can be like, oh, imagine running turkey, sheep, blah, blah, blah. So at least I get the moral high ground. It was still a 7 win, I think, or an 8 win. Not so bad, but let's try to go the distance here, okay? I can tell you already, we have a great turn 2 shop and beyond. Let's be an adorable fossil. How about that? You know, like a praise helix or whatever. You have 2 fish. Is this a thing where you're like, you froze a fish so that you could level up and possibly get a snail on round 2? Because you have golden poop. Like, I just feel like maybe you should know better, to be honest. Okay, we're going to buff a ladybug because it's more likely to stick around than a beetle. Even still. I probably would not buy those mosquitoes at the current juncture. I really like our stats right now. We'll probably, oh my god. As it appears right now, we'll probably go wide on our ladybugs and not combine them till we have to. So maybe we end up combining some ants instead. Appears like that will happen. And now we got a caterpillar. That's very interesting. To be honest, I don't mind giving the caterpillar a B, mostly to buff the ladybugs for this round, but also because we're gonna. I mean, it's gonna be functional equipment for a long time. We know you're not going anywhere. We might as well give you something that makes you stronger. And when you turn into a butterfly, it's too late for the honey to likely matter anyway. So you know, it was nice to get a temporary buff here that maybe also, you know, draws us around, maybe even wins us around if you get a little lucky. Hold on, I'm back on my BS again. I'm goated, I'm Zuzzy, I'm the best to ever do it. If you're sticking around, why don't you buy one of these? I'll sell a 2-3 to replace it with a 2-4 with upside. It's tough, man. Like, I don't want an ant to be around long term. Why don't you give me 1 extra buff? Don't hit the 3rd ladybug. We've gotten, actually, I call it out anytime we get unlucky. Just in case you're a turtle. We don't want to set it up like that, maybe. I call it out when we get unlucky. I've had a lot of consecutive, like, ants asks that have gone right for me. And I've got to own up to that. Okay, you can laugh about the order all you want. It just won. We've had very few recent situations where, like, an ant's paid out on the wrong animal or the worst possible animal. So check this out. You're a 6-6 already. Give me a nice buff. And I'm just going to keep that rooster backed for the time being. It's not a full backed situation, but I mean, we're at 10 life. I kind of just want to, you know, swing for the fences. Until we get that 3rd ladybug, like, I'm keeping these 2 ladybugs separate. It does mean we have to buy food every round, or there's no point to them, but it's working for now. We're already at 5. Okay, keep putting the pressure on. I'm not going to buy a bee for our spider. That just doesn't appeal to me. Now, you know what? I'll buy an apple for our dromedary. Keep getting those buffs. I'll buy a salad for the squad. A salad for the table. There we go. And there we go. Although you're not going to turn into the kind of animal like I'm super stoked to see. Right now, at least having you at level 3 on turn 7 will open up the ability to get a buffalo. That's worth something. Oh, they're trying to do a meta, not a meta build, like a meme build. They were trying to get a chick out there. Okay. First loss, it humbles you. You feel different afterwards. I mean, what do you want me to say? You pretty much have to do... We should have done this in a much different order. Hold on. This helps out so much, actually. Buy the buffalo. Sell the spider. Am I okay with you as a 5? Yeah, let's leave you here for now. Buy a chicken. Oh, man, I can't do that. The thing is, like, we can get a chicken going, buy, sell, like, probably get rid of the drone. Maybe get rid of the ladybug at this point, actually. And then get this chicken out there when things, or this rooster out there, I should say, when things really, really start to pop. I'd rather have you as a 5/7 and add the chicken right now. Maybe freeze myself some tier 1s, hopefully. I understand half our shop is frozen, so there's some negativity to be gleaned there. But this would be a great round. I expect to lose this round. I would love to draw. If I drew this round, I would be like, that's more than I deserve right now. And we're not going to make it, but that's okay. We're 2 away from lethal. I think that gives us enough of a situation here to do something. So you're going to sell me. You're going to buy me. We don't need the caterpillar anymore, now that I think about it. You're going to sell me. Now, every time we do that, it's going to make all animals in the shop stronger. I think you should definitely take that. Now, if that's the meta we're on, then we should definitely buy canned food as well, because it's basically, like, as efficient or more. Why don't we get you buffed, just because I want you further back in the line? And it's round 8, but we're going to have 2 13-14s and a 9-9. That's some pretty solid, like, room to work with here, okay? It's still some pretty solid room to work with, and it should get better every turn. And then this rooster is like the pièce de résistance, okay? So you're going to roll me. We need to see tier 1s for this to work. Technically, this is fine, because we also get a buff there. I would prefer to not have to be in that position, but so be it. Now, do you think a cricket can work here, or do you slow play it by buying a hatching chick first? And this time, let's make sure we got max scaling on that caterpillar. I'll freeze you as a just in case as well, and we should be freezing the can. I understand the whole shop's frozen here. You just gotta work with me. I don't run a chicken build too often, okay? It's a little outside of my wheelhouse. It is suggested oftentimes, and when it is suggested, I typically say no. It was honestly a goated skunk. I also recognize you from my chat. Hello. Congratulations on your victory. Now give me one of those. We're on lethal, but I believe, okay? Now, the thing I will say is I think it's time for us to bring this rooster out here. I would rather wait on it for 1 round. Am I willing to take that chance? Round 10. It's tough. It's tough, man. I know we could pull that 9-9 dromedary out there, and then all of a sudden, you know, but I think we gotta. And I don't think there's anything wrong with putting you in the front, except on round 10, I guess, I would rather move our chicken to the front just in case there's a scorpion. So this is a very spicy round here. I do see a 28-28 dog. That's not ideal. Mostly because it's going to kill our team and all of our ambitions. But anyway, dude, we got nowhere on these runs. And the buffalo let me down, but I think maybe it's I who let the buffalo down. Either way, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We're going back to free-to-play next time. I'll see you then. Thanks for your support. See ya.